Good morning. How are we today? My name is Charlene, and I'm here to do your daily energy check-in. This one right here is going to be for, we're at September 25th, which is Thursday. This reading right here will be for my Geminis, Cancers, Leos, and Virgos. We're going to start today at Gemini. This one right here is for the Gemininis. Here we go. For Gemini. All right, what you got today? We're looking at 8 of Wands, 7 of Cups, 3 of Wands. Okay, Gemini, what are you doing today? Well, you're looking at options, it looks like. And it looks like you have quite a few of them. Now, we both know that not all the options in front of you are good, right? I mean, that's a given. But you do have quite a few to choose from, it looks like, right now. Which brings with it its own sense of stress, right? You have to use your discernment, and it's so tiring when you got to do it all the time. No, but you're having to discern between these to see which ones truly are going to be good for you or work out for you. On one side, I have the 8 of Wands. That makes me feel like this decision you need to make here on which options you're going to choose feels like it's being pressured or something, like you have to choose now or you need to choose very soon. They're pushing you. On the other side, I have the 3 of Wands, which is kind of leading me the same way. It's like they need you to make these decisions so you can go towards your future or something. It feels a little stressful. Definitely feels like other people or outside influences are trying to pressure you right now in different ways. So I don't know that it's getting you down. It could over time, meaning if it takes you too much longer to make decisions, maybe it'll start to wear on you. But right now I feel like you are, kind of treading water through it all just fine. You're okay right now. The 3 of Wands is you looking towards your future. You know what I'm saying? I do believe you've already picked a path, but maybe you haven't made all the decisions necessary to be able to embark on that journey, right? There you go. It's good energy. It's always better energy to have many options than to have none, right? I know it may not feel like it when you're trying to pick, but still it is. Trust me, I've been on both sides of that. I've had no options and I've had lots, so I'll take lots over none. So it's good. A little stressful, but you're good, okay? That was Gemini. Let's see. What do we got for my Cancerians? Cancer. Okay, where's Cancer? Cancer. We got it? Okay. Okay, here we go. Cancer. Up. The Magician. The Ace of Swords. And the 4 of Wands. Wow. There you go, Cancer. So, right down the middle, our focus today is on the truth. Truth. I have the Magician on one side. You're manifesting the life that you want. On the other, I have the 4 of Wands, and I feel like you are dealing with or manifesting a life that includes somebody else that you consider to be a higher level soulmate. This is all about you trying to figure out how to put a truth into play. That makes sense. It's about you trying to figure out how to relay a truth or how to communicate a truth to somebody. I don't know if you're afraid this truth is going to cause damage. I do believe you're afraid this truth is going to cause damage. I'm not sure what you're afraid is going to be damaged. For some of you, I feel like you are fearful that this truth coming forward is going to damage how this person views you or what they think of you. For others of you, possibly you're afraid that this truth could damage the dynamic between the two of you. But you're in a quandary right now because you know it has to come forward and it needs to come forward from you. You know what I'm saying? If it comes from another source, it's going to be bad. So it's like you are trying to, you're making yourself crazy, it looks like right now, trying to figure out the best way to go about this. Probably would be just to rip the Band-Aid off and do it if you want my opinion, which you didn't ask for, but that's what I think. Yeah, it feels like it's a truth that's just there, but you need it to be in play. You know what I'm saying? For some reason, you kept whatever this is. You've just kept it out of the loop for this dynamic. And there must be some kind of pressure you're feeling, like if you don't put this truth into play soon, somebody else might put it into play for you, and that would be bad. I think that much you know for sure. You're just trying to figure out the path of least resistance or problems to be able to get it there. I hope that made sense. I really do. Anyways, and I'm not saying you've been lying. It has more to do, you've been a little deceptive, but you haven't been lying. You just managed to omit a truth for an extended amount of time, it looks like. Okay, from Cancer, let's see. What do we got for Leo today? Where are my Leos? Leo. Okay. that Rihanna song in my head, the one with Eminem. Just gonna stand there and watch me burn. Anyways, it won't go away. There we go. 1, 2, come back here. Oh my goodness, Leo, Leo, Leo. Slippery cards. Let's see what we get. I got the Page of Cups, the King of Wands, the Six of Wands. Okay. Okay, Leo. The King of Wands is how you're presenting. This is the focus today. You are definitely all those wonderful things. Charismatic, you're a leader, you're lots of fun, way up for adventure. You're the person to have at the party for sure. I think right now you are teetering though. There's a huge part of you that wants a sense of social acceptance that comes with you being part of a union, okay? And there's a big part of you that feels a sense of stability when you're part of a union, okay? There you go. But you have very unrealistic expectations right now as far as what's expected of you, okay? You expect plenty from other people. I'm not saying that necessarily to be negative, but it's like you are walking a very fine line right now. Because as much as you want this stability and security that comes from being in a union, I feel like there's a part of you that is definitely looking for a sense of adventure that doesn't necessarily come with being in a union, okay? And I feel like some of you are trying to walk a line that you could easily be pushed off of and find yourself in a bad situation. I would be very cautious. You have to make your mind up. You can't really have both, okay, Leo? You've got to either be free and foot loose and fancy free and running amok, or you have to be in a union and being to that extent, right? I mean, you can do whatever you want, but rarely does it work out to be successful, especially with Leos, because you guys get your heart tied up in it whether you want to or not every time. Y'all have a real tendency to get caught up into things. There's some signs that can do it a lot easier than others, and you are not one of them, okay? You have a tendency to let your emotions play in, and it ends up being a disaster normally. I don't know. That's what I got. Today looks like you are very tempted to go in a direction that's probably not in your best interest. So be mindful of what you decide to do. How's that? Okay? All right, that was for Leo. All right, after that we got Virgo. Where's Virgo today? Virgos, my Virgoians. Last but not least today. Okay, come on. There we go. All righty, this one's for Virgo, 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 Virgo. There we go. I've got the Hierophant, the Six of Cups, and the Hermit. Well, the Hermit's your card anyway, so you're standing in your power over here. Six of Cups, you are all about nostalgia right now. Something has got you absolutely turned around and looking backwards. I don't know what happened to make this happen, but... And there's some happiness in looking backwards, but there's a bigger sense of regret right now. I don't know why. You're picking the wrong things to focus on in the past, you know what I'm saying? You're bringing yourself down for some reason. I do feel like you're holding yourself accountable, but to an extent that is detrimental, like you're doing it too much. Definitely not a lot of balance in this. Hierophant. So I feel like you're looking backwards at some sort of a relationship that did not pan out, right? And you're taking accountability, saying whatever parts were your fault. Cool, that's cool. You can do that. That's what you're supposed to do. But then you're supposed to accept it, find acceptance or whatever, take accountability, whatever. Say you're sorry. If you have to say you're sorry, then all you can do is dust yourself off, pick yourself up, and move on. You can't just hold yourself there. Okay, it makes no sense. It's not accomplishing anything positive for anybody. You're supposed to learn from your mistakes, yes, but I mean, you don't just hold yourself. You can't just, come on now. Okay, what happened, happened. Yesterday's gone. You can't do anything about it except for say you're sorry and move forward. Don't let it happen again, maybe. But this feels like you've gotten yourself into some kind of a rut where you're really trying to hold yourself back, or I don't know. Not good. Not good. Let it go. Let it go. Okay, Virgo? Past is the past. Work on the present. And then the future, but you can't do anything with the past. Okay? That's where I see you today. All right, y'all. Thanks so much. No matter what the cards say, make it the best day you possibly can. If you get a chance, can you please hit the like, share, follow, leave a comment, a smiley face, whatever you can do. I appreciate all of it greatly, very, very much. It helps me with the algorithm, helps me to keep this coming out there. Okay. I'll see you again tomorrow. If you need a reading, just send me a message. You know the drill. Okay. Thank you.